Hello and welcome to Commodity Champions. I'm Manisha Gupta, and the natural diamonds industry seems to be under a bit of a pressure with the prices falling nearly 6% in this year alone. As per the Zielinski Global Rough Diamond Price Index, the prices have declined by almost 30% from its all-time highs hit in August 2022. Now, experts blame many factors for the decline in the diamond prices and the diamond demand as well, whether it has to do with economics globally or with the Indian markets as well. But going forward, what is really that the street is looking for, and what are the expectations from the new government now? For that, we are now joined by Mr. Vipul Shah. He is from Gem and Jewellery Export Promotion Council. Mr. Shah, hi, thank you so much for joining us. Well, first of all, in the prices itself, because that really seems to be a big blazing headline with the kind of decline that we've seen in diamond prices, what would you give that to?
Good evening, Manisha, and thank you. First of all, I would say the prices has gone down. It's all on demand and supply. And currently, if you see, there are a lot of challenges last year, and there was a correction in prices. If you see, US markets have performed well as far as our exports are concerned. But at the same time, Far East, where China is one of the major consumers, and that has a completely post-COVID, it has not picked up at all. So that was the main cause, because we cannot forget that kind of big market, because 40% of the market share is with China and surrounding countries. So that was one of the reasons where there was a demand supply issue, and that has been now taking place, because one thing is very important in the natural diamond process. You know, where the supply is concerned, the supply can be controlled. So that's a very positive sign, and I'm confident with the recently JCK show, which took place right now just last week, which got ended. And there was a strong sentiment were good, spirits were high, the US market is yet looking good, data over there is yet good. So we personally are confident that the US market will perform well for this year, as well as for Far East. We will be working hard on this Chinese market. We need to spend more on marketing, and we'll make sure that the diamond desire is there for everyone.
You know, since you've mentioned, and that was a question that I was going to take later on in the show, Mr. Shah, but, you know, diamond as a product has been all about emotion, sentiment, pushing it through in various forms through the year. But would you say that there has been a bit of a lack when it comes to advertising, campaigning, marketing diamond in the last couple of years, perhaps?
Yes, I personally feel this is a segment where we need to work together. It's all the stakeholders of this industry need to come together. There has to be enough spending to be done, because we need to understand what exactly and in which market, why the sentiments are down, and especially we need to run the program accordingly to that market. So currently we don't see any issues as far as US markets are concerned. The demand over there is strong. But as far as Chinese market is concerned, you have to understand one thing. The Chinese people post-COVID, they lost a little bit confidence on this segment as such, because when after COVID, during COVID times, they found it difficulty to encash it, and that was one of the major reasons. So we need to bring back the consumer confidence in this product. Need to bring down with the marketing campaign, emotions, and to believe in this product. And I'm sure with a good amount of marketing spend, this segment will be doing good.
Well, absolutely. For the last couple of years, Mr. Shah, I mean, I myself as a consumer haven't seen much spoken about diamond in a good light, in a saleable light. So would you say that a lot needs to perhaps work on? Because what we perhaps see right now is individual jewelers, individual diamantiers talking about diamonds, but not collectively as an industry.
Yes, that's right. So that is where now we all are working. The council is also working to bring all the stakeholders together, and we'll make sure that for this segment, we'll be spending a lot on the marketing campaigns and into the areas of market where this funding is required.
Mr. Shah, you spoke about China and you also spoke about US, but within the Indian market as well, the industry has been slightly jittery here. We've seen that last year. As you said, the supplies were stopped at one point in time to ensure that the markets could be corrected or balanced well. For the Indian markets now, whether it's about imports, exports, or the domestic demand for diamonds, the consumption, how are you looking at all of those numbers?
To be honest, the domestic market has really performed well. You've seen that it is growing, and you see like almost more than 3,000 stores, new stores are coming up. But yes, there is a pinch of slowdown, and I think it will consolidate and it will take some time. And again, but domestic market looks good for the year 2024.
And what's your sense on the import numbers as well? Because the latest council data that I look at in the first quarter does show a mixed sentiment there, while gold as a commodity continues to outperform. Not the same case again with diamonds.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was just looking to the data for the first 2 months, April and May. The diamond segment, both in lab-grown as well as in natural, we are down by almost 15%. But overall, we are at flat as far as exports are concerned compared to last 2 months, because plain gold and jewelry has performed really well. And that is because all thanks to our Commerce Minister, Mr. Piyush Goyal ji, for the FTAs, which has really helped for this segment.
How are you looking at overall category also doing? But because it's not that the whole market doesn't perform, would you say that the smaller diamonds perhaps have continued to do well, or the higher category or caratage diamonds have done? How are you segregating the whole industry?
See, there are two ways to look at. One is on the demand point and one is profitability. On the demand front, we don't see any issue as far as the small diamonds are concerned. Yes, on the large sizes, yes, there are certain issues as far as demand is concerned. But again, in small sizes, there is a big issue as far as the midstream is concerned. The profitability is where we all are fighting. So yes, with the profitability back into the business, demand can be created with well marketing spend. I personally feel this segment of natural diamond should be performing well compared to last year.
So going forward now, how do you look at the India strategy, Mr. Shah? What is it that you're looking for as the new year begins? What is it that you're anticipating from the government as well in sense of policies and reforms? I mean, various sectors that we speak to do believe that in the first 100 days, their sector will see some push or some positive reform coming in. For the diamond as an industry, are you anticipating something?
Yes, I personally feel it's a very good news that we have Mr. Piyush Goyal back in the Commerce Ministry, and that makes our life more easy because he is understanding the whole segment very well, and it will be easy for us. And there are certain issues, burning issues as far as the industry is concerned, and we will be making sure that this time we will be taking it forward once again. And before this July budget, hopefully our demands will be considered. I will be sharing with you all the details wherever when we are working on the budget proposal. But yes, surely we are looking forward from the support of the ministry for this segment.
Mr. Shah, also, well, we've spoken about what all is happening within the sector directly, but indirectly as well, there have been concerns globally. So while US and China haven't done so well, would you say Middle East perhaps seems to be pushing up in or picking up in some sense, because the numbers there are slightly better?
Yeah, agreed. I just want to just correct you. US has performed well comparatively. Okay. Middle East is doing good. Domestic market is also doing good. It's only the Far East Asia, Chinese market, which is not performed well, where we all are working towards that market. And with sure good amount of spending on the marketing side, we feel we should get back to track.
Mr. Shah, also with the whole concerns around Russia restrictions, how has that impacted the Indian industry overall? And are we still feeling that impact?
Actually, to be honest, not yet. I'll tell you the reason behind it, because you see the demand and supply. So we are fighting currently the demand. We are not fighting the supply chain right now. Once the business is started growing, yes, we might be feeling the pinch in the coming months later on as far as supply is concerned. So honestly, we are not looking into the supply chain right now. We are just concentrating on the demand front.
Point taken. So while we have spoken about a whole host of challenges, Mr. Shah, I also want to understand on what are the better opportunities that you're looking forward now. So if there is a roadmap that you have created for this financial year, what are the plus points and what are the opportunities that GJEPC is putting out?
So yes, GJEPC will be working hard. We'll be looking a lot of initiatives will be taken as far as demand is concerned. With a lot of exhibitions, we are looking forward working starting from this IHS, our premier show, which is coming up in the month of August. So we'll try to bring on all international customers. We'll be making sure the Asia Pacific and South Asia, all the major customers are brought in. We need to work together, bring that confidence back and make sure that we create a huge opportunity for our members.
All right, Mr. Shah, we look to a brand new year forward. And obviously, as you said, you will be sharing with us the detailed budgetary presentation as well. The expectation is that in the month of July, when the Finance Minister puts it out, a lot of sectors perhaps would be taken into consideration, and gems and jewelry is going to be one of that. Thank you so much for taking time out for us today and detailed discussion on gems and jewelry as well that you've provided with us. With that, we are heading into a short break, but coming up from the natural diamonds, we shift focus to lab-grown diamonds. Stay tuned.